Alright guys, before the video starts, this is like a new series I want to do. It's called Smash Ultimate Discussion, where I take some stuff from the Smash community or like mechanics in Smash Ultimate, and I just talk about it, have a discussion, and leave a discussion. You guys can leave a discussion in the comments below. It's not a debate. It's not a debate whatsoever. It's just a discussion, like your own opinions on the topic, and yeah, you can just have a free discussion on the comments below, and I might join in. But yeah, so today's discussion, if you already read the title, it's called homie stock. Now, what is a homie stock? So what a homie stock is basically where, let's say I'm fighting someone in a 1v1 offline, online. Hello Arsene. So yeah, it's a 1v1, offline or online, doesn't really matter. Maybe even a computer, I don't know how you practice, but anyways. So what a homie stock is, let's say I'm trying to recover, right? Let's say I just try to do a normal recovery, but let's say I accidentally input an air dodge like that. Let's just imagine it was an directional air dodge. So like I'm trying to come back on stage and I accidentally do an inputted directional air dodge. Now, let's say that happens to me, right? Let's say I accidentally SD, right? So my opponent is being quote-unquote nice to me and decides to take his own stock. That's a homie stock. So basically, if I SD, my opponent feels bad and doesn't feel like he deserves that stock, and he takes away his stock. He SDs in order to make it even, right? Now, this is kind of a controversial thing in the Smash community, especially in competitive. Now, I can understand if you're playing this game casually, you might think homie stocking is okay, you know, that's fine. The game's equal again. That wasn't fair that I SD like that. But in the competitive scene, numerous of top players, I've heard a lot of top players talk about this, to where homie stocking in tournaments especially is very disrespectful. Why is that? It's because when a top player SDs, it's very rare for a top player to SD, right? They just feel like it's their fault. It really was their fault. And if their opponent like homie stocks them, like they SD on purpose to make the game even, the top player feels like if they win the game, they don't feel they actually won the game, right? You know what I'm saying? They feel like it was undeserving. I can totally see this, because if I'm a top player, I'm trying to improve my game, right? And let's say I SD on accident, like with the misinput. I want to avoid that. I want to make sure I learn from my mistakes and avoid that mistake from SDing. And if my opponent decides to, you know, like feel bad for me and then homie stocks me, I just feel like it wouldn't be deserving. You get me? It wouldn't be satisfying. It will be a lot more satisfying if I SD and I still win the game, right? That's an amazing feeling, right? Like you SD on accident at 0, and then you still manage to win the game when you're in entire one stock behind. And I'm sure most of you know that feeling, right? When you SD at 0 and you still manage to win the game, right? I've done that numerous times, and it feels really good. And I must admit, when I SD on accident and I get a homie stock from my opponent, I'm just kind of like, no, you don't have to do that, right? I always tell myself in my head, obviously, I'm just like, no, you didn't have to do that. What the hell? And then if I win the game, I just feel like, man, that felt really undeserving. Like, I felt like my opponent should not have SD'd like that or homie stocked me. But it is what it is. You know, people want to be quote unquote nice. And some examples of this is casually is a group of my friends were playing Smash, right? It was like a small tournament. It wasn't even like a big tournament. It was like in school, right? And then my opponent SD'd, right? He SD'd on accident, and then two people in the back were just like, hey, take your stock. That wasn't fair. Fair game. And I'm just like, seriously? So I homie stocked. It was just casually, right? In a tournament scenario, like a real tournament with money, I would not have homie sucked. I don't care if I be like viewed disrespectful, but hey, it's money, bro. Money, anything for money. But yeah, but it was just a casual tournament, so I didn't really mind homie stocking. But in a tournament scenario, oh hell no, I ain't homie stocking you, bro. I need that money. But yeah, so in a casual like field, like I guess it's okay to homie stock, but still it's like iffy. But in a competitive scenario, homie stocking is mostly seen as disrespectful, right? And I can see why it's viewed disrespectful, mainly because if you homie stock your opponent, especially a top player, people are gonna view it as, wow, you're calling them easy or something. But yeah, people tend to get the wrong idea. Most of the time with homie stocks, people are trying to be nice, trying to even up the game. But overall, in the competitive scene, you should not homie stock your opponents. Mainly because, one, it's money. Why would you homie stock? You're trying to win. Secondly, the top player, or the player in general, wants to like overcome that mistake, right? And they want to get better. So if you're really nice, you would not homie stock and let them adapt to their mistakes, and make sure they don't make that mistake again. So it'll be an actually fair game. So, and they don't feel like awful about like winning or losing. It's the same thing. Honestly, the same feeling when you lose and win. Obviously, it's worse when you lose because you're like, oh man, I could have won that game if I didn't SD. But if they win, they're still gonna be like, oh man, that was very undeserving. So it's hard. Basically, in conclusion, you never want to homie suck in a competitive scene, in a competitive field, especially in tournaments or even money matches. Money matches still count because it's still money on the line, right? So yeah, that's basically my whole discussion on this topic, homie stocks. Basically, my point of view is you should never do them in like something that involves money. But if it's like in a casual like environment with all your friends, they might pester you for not homie sucking, but it's whatever. You don't even have to. You might look like a douche, but it's whatever. You're trying to win, right? But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think homie sucking's okay? Do you do it? Do you agree with me that it shouldn't? Do you agree with me and like other top players that it shouldn't be allowed in, or you shouldn't do it in a competitive scene? It's not really banned in tournaments. It's just viewed very disrespectful. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? Yeah, this is basically my whole video, homie stocks. Let me know in the comments below. What other discussion should I do? What else should I talk about in the Smash community? It can be basically anything, honestly. Nothing too controversial though. I mean, actually, I can talk about controversial stuff, but to an extent, right? So yeah, leave your suggestions in the comments below what I should talk about in my next discussions video. But yeah, feel free to have a discussion in the comments below. Talk about homie stocks, whether it's fine, whether it's not fine, depending on the environment. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.